Hi guys, today I want to bring to you my skincare routine. As you all can tell by now, I really love makeup, but I think equally as important as makeup is skincare. You want to make sure your skin is as smooth as possible because makeup just applies better to smooth skin and it also lasts longer throughout the day, and so skincare is very important to me. So I'm going to share with you guys my morning skincare routine, my nighttime skincare routine, and then some additional products that I don't use every day but I kind of use more like on a weekly basis. So just for a point of reference, as I have said before in my videos, I have dry skin, and especially during the winter months here, it is even more dry than usual, so I will share with you some of my products and whether I think they're good for just dry skin or if they work for all skin types. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off is my morning skincare routine. I used to not wash my face in the morning because I thought it would dry my skin out even more, and I thought after sleeping all night my face wasn't dirty, so I thought it was unnecessary. But I can tell you now that I wash my face in the morning, it makes such a difference in the way my makeup applies. It just applies so much smoother, and you know, the smoother your skin is when you apply your makeup, the better it lasts throughout the day. So the first thing I do is I go in with a cleanser, which my favorite cleanser is the Purpose Gentle Cleansing Wash. I really like this. It's really mild, but it definitely cleanses really well. Even if I have like some mascara on my eyes, this breaks up the mascara really nicely, but it doesn't burn your eyes at all. It's also great because it's a drugstore product, so it's very inexpensive. You can just find this at your local grocery store most of the time, or any other drugstore, and this is a 12-ounce bottle, and I want to say it was like $10. So I highly recommend this face wash. I've been using it for years. It's really great. After I wash my face, I'll just go in and moisturize, and my favorite moisturizer, oh, and by the way, that face wash is good for all skin types. I use it, and then I have a sister who has combination skin, so like dry and oily, and she really likes this face wash as well. For my moisturizer, I use the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Face Lotion with SPF 15. I really like this because it has SPF in it, and I want to make sure that I'm protecting my skin very well. So I really enjoy this, and once again, this is a product that would be good for dry and I think oily skins as well, because it's not a very thick moisturizer, and even though I do have dry skin, I don't like to use thick moisturizers during the day because I feel like it would interfere with my makeup. So I use heavier moisturizers at night and then lighter moisturizers during the day. So I think this is a great all-around moisturizer that, once again, you can just pick up from the drugstore. And then the last thing I do in the morning is put on an eye cream. Now this is totally unnecessary. I just started doing this recently, and the only reason why I do it is because I have very dry under eyes, and I noticed it was affecting the way that my concealer would last throughout the day. I would notice that my concealer would start getting cakey on me, and it would start flaking around a lot, and so I noticed that using an eye cream in the morning really helps make my concealer apply better and last better throughout the day. So I just like to use an inexpensive one that just moisturizes my under eye area, and a great one that I like to use is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin, so it's just in the same line as the moisturizer that I use, and this is a pretty inexpensive eye cream. Eye creams can be really expensive, and this one I want to say I picked up for like $10 to $12 at Walmart, and I just use the teeniest amount. I've had this for months and I still have a ton of it left. So if you have really dry under eyes and you feel like your concealer just never looks good on your under eye area, try using an eye cream during the day, and I think it'll make a big difference. Sorry about that. Alright, so for my nighttime skincare routine, first thing I'll do is remove my makeup with a makeup remover wipe. Any makeup remover wipe will do, just whatever you find that you like, and I just always go for something that's inexpensive. I've really been enjoying the CVS brand makeup remover wipes. They come in like a pack of like 35 or something, so it'll last me for about a month. And I think just removing your makeup is super important. Like, even if you don't have time to do anything else, just please take the time to remove your makeup. Sleeping with your makeup on can just clog your pores, it can age your skin, it's just really bad for you. So even if you don't have time for anything else, please just use a makeup remover wipe to remove your makeup at night. So after I remove my makeup, I will just go in with my Purpose cleanser again. I use this morning and night every single day. But when I use it at night, I will go in with my Clarisonic. Now, I know Clarisonics are quite an investment, but I am telling you, they are so worth it. When I moved to Washington, D.C. over the summer, my skin totally freaked out. I think maybe it was just the humidity, but I would just get these little bumps all over my cheeks. Nothing that, you know, was inflamed and red, nothing that I could pop, but just like these little texture issues, and it was really bugging me. So I actually got this for my birthday, and I can tell you I noticed a difference after about a week or two, and I will never go back to not using a Clarisonic every day. Even if I go a couple days without using it, I will notice that my skin's kind of dull, it's not as smooth, and so I really like using this just every night when I'm cleansing my skin. Now, after I cleanse my skin, I like to go in with a toner, but I don't do anything super fancy. I just use a toner from Lush. I really like Lush. They're one of my favorite skincare brands, and this is their tea tree water. Now, I like tea tree water because it contains tea tree oil in it, which tea tree oil is really good for its antibacterial properties. So I just feel like after going in with my cleanser that already goes in and kills bacteria, this is just one extra step at clearing all the bacteria out of my skin. So I really enjoy this, just using it right after I cleanse. Now, after I use that toner, I will begin my moisturizing process, which is a little intense because I have dry skin. So the first thing I will do is I will go in with a facial oil. Now, facial oils I know are kind of controversial because people with oily skin just think, why would I want to put an oil on top of my skin if I already have oily skin? But if you just use an oil at night, it will help combat the oil production in your skin because your skin already has oil on top of it. So the theory is if you have oil on your skin will stop producing as much oil. So try using one at night. I've heard people with oily skin really like it, and then I with dry skin really like it as well. So I actually use one that I get back. My husband's from the West Virginia, Ohio area. So I got this from a local shop back there. It's called the Back to Basics Log Cabin. She's the cutest woman ever, and it's literally out of a little log cabin that she has next to her home, and she makes the cutest handmade skincare products. She even has some makeup products as well, and it's really nice because I got to customize my oil and what kind of scents I wanted in it, and so this actually has rosewood oil in it, and it smells so good, and it moisturizes my skin really well. I use this year-round just as my moisturizer every night, and I highly recommend it. I will link her Facebook page below if you're interested in checking out her products and her company. She's really great. Then after I go in with that oil, I will go in with my eye cream. And the eye cream that I like to use at night is the Badescu Glycolic eye cream. Now, I use a different eye cream at night than I do during the day because this stuff is so intense, but it just makes my under eyes feel so soft and so moisturized in the morning. And it seriously takes the tiniest amount. Like, I don't know if you can really see how much I've used in there, but I've probably only used 1/4 to 1/3 of the product, and I've had this for like, I want to say like 9 months. So literally the tiniest bit goes a long way. I literally just dab my finger in here and then I just tap it out under my eye and it's good to go. And then the last thing I do at night, and I only do this during the winter time because my skin's even more dry during the winter time, and I say I don't do this every night, I do it more like every other night. And this is the Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Night Cream. And this is the last thing that I'll go in with. This stuff is not messing around. It is super thick. It is a straight up cream. And as I said, I only use it about every other night, but I'm telling you, this thing works wonders. During the beginning of this winter, I was experiencing very severe dry skin. The day after I used this, I could tell such a difference in my skin. And it's just amazing. I picked it up at Target and I highly recommend it. And of course, this is only if you have dry skin. Oh, and I didn't mention for all of my products, this obviously is only good for dry skin. Oils you can use for dry or oily skin. The tea tree water I think is good for both skin types. And then the eye cream, probably only for dry skins. You might want to look for a different eye cream if you have oily skin. Alright, so lastly I want to talk about products that I don't use on a daily basis, but they're definitely a part of my regular skincare routine. And the first thing that I want to talk about is another Lush product, and it is their Ocean Salt. Now this is an exfoliator. I'm not gonna lie, it is an intense exfoliator. When I bought this originally, I bought it to use for my hands and feet, but I saw so many people on YouTube talk about how they liked using this on their face, and I can tell you it is so good. Next is another Lush skincare product. As I told you, I really like Lush, and this is the Mask of By the way, the Ocean Salt I use probably 2 to 3 times a week. I use it whenever I wash my hair in the shower. I'll just use it on my skin while I'm letting the conditioner sink into my hair. So as I said, the next product is another Lush product, and it is the Mask of Magnaminty. And to be quite honest, I'm lucky if I use this once a week, but idealistically I like to use this twice a week. And this is honestly the best face mask I've ever used. Now I'm not gonna lie, it is a very strong mint smell. Like, I went into the store and smelled this at first and I didn't buy it because I was that turned off by the smell. But I just heard so many people say good things about it that I went in and asked for a sample. And that night when I used the sample, I immediately noticed a difference in my skin the next day. So I went back into the store and said I can get over the smell because I love the results so much. And so it's really good. You just spread it all over your skin and you let it sit for about 10 minutes. It doesn't like harden like a clay mask. Like, it will dry out a little bit, but it's not going to make your skin super tight. But you can feel the tingling, and it just pulls all the impurities out of your skin, and it makes your skin flawless. So I highly recommend this. Like I said, I try to use it like once to twice a week. Now, the next product is whenever I get a breakout, which thank goodness has not been as often as it was when I was a teenager, but every once in a while I'll still get a blemish here and there. And so the product that I like to use to help take care of that is the Badescu Drying Lotion. Now this is like a really interesting product. I've never seen anything like it before, but it's this bottle that's filled with like a serum, and then it has like a clay at the bottom. So what you do is you take a Q-tip and you dip it in that clay at the bottom, and then you pull it out and you dab that clay on your zit. And then the next morning you just wash it off. You sleep with it on, and then you just wash your face in the morning. And I'm not going to say it immediately gets rid of your zits overnight, but I definitely noticed that it does shorten the length of how often my breakouts usually last. So I highly recommend this. This is like the biggest game changer I've had in my skincare routine recently. Alright, so that is it for my skincare routine. I know that was a lot of products, but I really like taking care of my skin, and you know, I see great benefits in all of these products, and that's how I try and achieve my skin. Now obviously I get a breakout every once in a while, but you know, not as often as it used to be when I was a teenager. So I hope all of this helps, and I hope that you guys like some of the product recommendations. As always, I will list all of the products that I mentioned down below, and if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye. Mwah.